can I forget about my ex using hypnosis? If you are experiencing obsessive thoughts, or you really wish that you could just stop thinking about X, Y, Z, or that you could literally forget about something, watch on. So there's two sides to this story, okay? One is the sort of the memory aspect to it, and then the other is the need for the remembering aspect of it, which is far more subtle and actually far more productive. But let's tackle first of all this kind of memory approach. So unfortunately, the answer to that is no. Hypnosis, as far as I'm aware, won't make you forget about your ex. But stick around, because there's good stuff that will come after it. We kind of think in our head that there is a box where all of our memories are stored in our brain, and we just kind of reach back and we grab them, and ta-da, there is our memory. But memory is made up of a multitude of factors. And so when you remember things, actually what you're doing is drawing with many fingers lots and lots of pieces of information and reconstructing your memory. You're rebuilding it with today's mind, not with the mind of whenever it was. And when you put the pieces back, you actually put them back with today's mind as well. So the idea that with hypnosis that you could rub out that memory, you also have to rub out the meaning attached to it. However, if we go to the more fundamental level, which I think what she was asking about more was about kind of obsessive thoughts. It's like, well, why do I keep thinking about this? It's done. I know it's done. It's over. This is my ex. And yet, there's absolutely no way whatsoever, with your choosing mind at least, that you decided to have that thought. However, what is going on beneath the surface, in my humble estimation, is that there is a feeling that you don't like, that you're struggling against, or that you're running away from. And this thought is a partially successful antidote to that, either by dragging your attention elsewhere or by soothing yourself in a way that kind of works a little bit. So if you consider that to be the reason for the thought, so the thought occurs, right? And it's like, oh, here I go again. What on earth is going on? Why on earth am I having this conversation with myself again? And it traps you like a leaf falling down this little stream, and it gets caught in an eddy, and it goes round and round and round and round in circles, and it just gets stuck there. All of that is a symptom. Underneath it is a cause. There is a need. So the question then becomes, okay, so what is the need which is causing this symptom to recur? That you can tackle with hypnosis. So that what you do is, when you have this thought about your ex, or frankly any other obsessional thought, you basically allow yourself to go within, to go into the feeling associated, rather than kind of going into the intellects, rather than the thought process and the shoulds and the whys and the justifications and the point scoring. Instead, you just go straight to the feeling, which is underneath it, which the thought process is kind of semi-successfully masking. You go to that thought process, that feeling, sorry, and within hypnosis, you can look at that feeling in a way which has removed this chattering narrative. So what you can do is think more clearly, perhaps is the way to describe it. Express your gut rather than your thought process. You can look at yourself in a more both detached and more relatable way. End result is you understand yourself better. And once you understand yourself better, well, then you can start to negotiate with yourself what's important, what is a non-negotiable, what is a conception, what is a perception, what is a misconception or a misperception. And at the end of all of that, if you can get to the point where you have dissolved the sharpness to the feeling, well, then the symptom is no longer required. So there is a hypnotic angle, absurdly, to forgetting about your ex, but it has nothing to do with the memory. It's all to do with healing the feelings which are underneath it. All right, thanks a lot, take care, and until next time, I wish you well. Bye.